So here's the thing. The term sub versus dub has kind of become a meme lately. Okay, it's become a lot of fucking memes. But unlike almost every other meme, it seems like there are at least some people in the community who actually take it seriously. And I mean like really seriously. There are even some people in my comments who seem to be at least a little bit perturbed at the fact that I don't review sub. And I've actually been wanting to talk about this in a video recently, but it kind of feels like it wouldn't really fit into a normal review because it's not a review or it's not an issue with a specific anime. It's a issue with anime kind of as a whole. So I figured I would just start up a new series that can go in between my reviews where I talk about shit that probably wouldn't actually fit into a real review. So let's talk sub versus dub for a second. When it comes to sub, I totally get why people like it, right? It's kind of an elitist point of view, in the sense that it's the way that it was originally intended to sound, right? So you want to hear it that way. And also, I guess for most people, sub actually sounds better than the dub. Whereas with dub, I also get why somebody would like that. I mean, it's their language, they don't have to read anymore, and you can probably relate a little... Kick the camera. And you could probably relate a little bit more to somebody who's speaking your language, or at least talking somewhat like you, right? I mean, it's not as easy to relate to somebody who's speaking a different language. Which is why a lot of my friends won't even watch a foreign film with me. They don't like the dub voiceover, you know, that doesn't match the lips, and they really don't like reading subs. But why is it different with anime? I mean, with anime, those same exact friends will only watch sub, but they won't watch a sub or even like shittily dubbed movie that came from another country. So why is that? I think the anime community is special in this way. They want to immerse themselves in the culture. They want to be about Japan. It's not even so much that they actually think that it sounds better, it's that they think it sounds better because it's Japanese. Now that's probably really divisive, but think about it this way. If you don't understand a language, if you're not completely fluent in it, which I'm assuming most of you aren't, and I know damn well I'm not, you can't really hear the flaws, right? I mean, you like Japanese culture, you like Japanese words, you probably know some phrases and some words, but you're not completely fluent. So if something is like messed up or something's wrong or if the tone's off or if the emotion's off, you're not even gonna really notice it because you're not knowledgeable enough to notice it. So in this very specific instance, I feel like ignorance really is bliss. When you can't see the flaws, you can't really know why it's bad. But with the dub, you see every single flaw because you speak the language, because you know how emotion's supposed to sound, because you know different dialects, different regions, different tones, things like that. So you know what it's supposed to sound like. But with the sub, you don't really know any of that. For the most part. I'm sure there's some of you who are completely fluent in Japanese and stuff like that, and a bunch of others who are going to say that they are, but actually aren't, let's be real. And I think it's been kind of ingrained in me too, because when I watch a new anime, something I haven't seen before, I want to watch it subbed, because that's the way it's supposed to sound, right? That's the way I think it's supposed to sound, at least. And there's no flaws, so I'm not distracted by like a bad dub, and I just get to focus on the anime. But when I'm doing a review, I can't review a sub because, again, I'm not knowledgeable enough. I can't tell you whether a sub is good or bad. I can tell you the subtitles themselves, whether they're good or bad. I can tell you if the script writing is better in the sub or the dub, like I do in my Steins Gate review, but I can't tell you if the work from the actors is good or bad because I'm not completely fluent in the language, therefore I'd be talking out of my ass. And don't get me wrong, I know some Japanese, but I'm not fluent enough to tell you whether somebody's doing a good or bad job. I mean, I could tell you that a group of small boys are like running or getting something to eat or drinking or something, right? Ononoko tachi wa hashite imasu. Rosetta Stone. And even that I probably said wrong. So for those who want me to review sub, it's just not gonna happen. I mean, I'll review subtitles, I'll tell you why I think the sub might be better than the dub in certain cases, like I did with Steins Gate, but I'm not gonna review the voice actors because I don't have the knowledge to do that. And to be honest, neither do you. But when it comes to whether sub is better or dub is better, I don't think that's a winnable argument. Because both have their merits. I mean, there are people who just want to watch the sub because it's authentic, it's from Japan, it sounds better, they don't notice the flaws, things like that, and that's perfectly valid. And then there's people who want to watch the dub because they don't want to have to read and because they can relate to it better, and that's perfectly valid. Really, there's no winner in this argument. It's just up to you. Which one do you want? Which one sounds better? And again, I'm not being in the middle of the road with this. I don't care to be in the middle of the road with pretty much anything. If I have an opinion, I'm going to tell you it. It's just, I really don't think there's a winner here. But that's pretty much my thoughts on sub versus dub. Now, if you enjoyed this video, if you have like anything else that you want to hear me talk about, anime related, writing related, whatever, let me know in the comments and I'll probably do more videos like this in between my reviews because it just takes so damn long to do a review. If I didn't do something like this, it would just be like update video, review. It would be like 3 videos a month and the channel would die. Let's be honest. But if you're not about this life and you don't want to just like sit here and hear me spout off my thoughts without like a bunch of editing and clips and all that stuff that I do for my full reviews, you can head on over to the Otaku Nexus, where I'm actually doing Anime Explained, which is pretty self-explanatory, right? I'm explaining anime. The first one's One Punch Man. It's already up. It went up like 2 days ago. So yeah, if you want to see me explain One Punch Man in like the quick style with the editing and all that stuff, I do them, I think, one of those a month over there. So yeah, the first one's One Punch Man. Woo! English, it is hot with these fucking lights. You get dehydrated quick. Anyways, I'm getting loopy. That's sub versus dub. Those are my thoughts. One Punch Man, go check that out. You have any other things that you want to hear me talk about, let me know down in the comments. Peace, guys.
He's a loser, he's a loser. I got a new car, driving slow from the start.